the heat, my black cleats, like my feet were burning at this point. So I was making some weird decisions. This was actually my last game for Ohlone, and we played Evergreen. Seriously, guys, it was like 95-degree weather. Like, this was bad. And honestly, it was my fault. I wore my new black cleats on this day, so I didn't have the sharpest day, but I'm still gonna go analyze it. So I am over here playing right center back. In possession, we play back three. And so get the ball, push the ball forward, try to attract, and then I play it out wide. And then play it back. And at the corner of my eye, I have a little check right here. I see this guy pressuring me. So what I do is I use his momentum against him, take my first touch into the space away from him so I can play it into the middle. And then we end up getting a decent chance out of this, I think. I think we got a shot off. Yeah, I try to use the player's momentum, take a first touch into the space so that I can end up playing where I want it to in the middle. Got a decent shot off there. So that was actually my only play in the first half. I played like 5 minutes in the first half, so that was the only one I analyzed. This is the second half. Right here, they win the ball, and it was kind of obvious this guy was gonna play a 1-2 with this guy. This is me right here playing in the pivot. In defense, we play like 4-3-3. So I moved into the pivot spot, and then it's kind of easy to see if he was gonna play 1-2. So I went and I thought to just go to ground, slide tackle. I love my slide tackles, but on the turf, it kind of sucks. I get a lot of turf burns. Right here. I am right here, so I'm in the pivot and defense. Let's see. So right here, our fullback. So since we play three, so we have a fullback, and then I think he's somewhere up here, or he's right here. So I'm going to go cover him so the center back doesn't have to do it. And you can see right here, the overlap. I don't want to give this guy tons of space. And I could see with his eyes, like he was clearly going to play there, so played it there. And honestly, guys, like the heat, like my black cleats, like my feet were burning at this point. So I was making some weird decisions, honestly. Right here, didn't have to go to ground. I honestly could have stayed on my feet and got it, but now they have possession. So I made a pretty weird decision to go to ground there, but I at least stopped the attack. So I made it a little bit harder for them. So that was at least the one positive from there. So we win the ball back here. And before I actually received this pass, I had a quick check over my shoulder to see if my opposite 10 was there. And he was there. So I take my touch on the back foot and play it quickly. Could have played this on the ground, to be honest, to make it easier for him. But, and then right here, that kind of just summed up our day, to be honest. It was pretty slow and lethargic. So right here, we win the ball back. Big thing about our system is that we win the ball back, play it out quick, switch the lanes. So I played it first touch into there. Ball should not be bouncing there. Like, no, like it should be firm on the ground. But I played it first time at least to get it switched out to the other side. And then right here, I would transition in this game. I would transition from the holding mid spot from defense, and then when we're in possession, I would transition into the right center back role. So in possession, that's where I played most of the time. And then right here, I'm gonna be very picky right here. I stepped forward, and then I ended up having to come back for the ball, and now it's underneath me. So the ball was stuck underneath me, and I didn't have much space to play the pass. So it's just a little detail like that I need to clean up to make it a little bit more efficient. Right here, this is stupid. This was really dumb. So I had a half check, and then I thought, I'm right here. So I had a half check, and I thought, all right, I got space and time. And I checked again, this guy was right here, and I was like, oh, well, I'm screwed. So I played it back, but that was kind of silly of me. Like, this is the importance of a full scan. You should be fully scanning your shoulders. I could have played here. I think I should have played here. He had time and space, but I just opted to play back, and we keep possession of the ball. And then my 6 comes over to cover me. It's just simple things like that, like a full scan, like I need to be more aware of. Here, you can see everyone's just really tired, so I take the ball forward. You can see, like, everyone just looks really tired just from the heat and everything. So tons of space over here. So I push it forward, find my 10, and then I don't know how he got the flick or the meg off in the end. He just flicked it into him, but it worked. So I'm right here. I'm in the pivot position. I'm staying close on my man, making sure he doesn't turn. I think he tripped there. I definitely did not foul him. It probably looked like it. But then we switch lanes quick, and we switch lanes quick into this 10 right here who has acres of space, which was good. But here, bro, like this was a good play. Like, we switched it fast. We got to the opposite 10 in acres of space, but this ball, it has to be into this space. It has to be. That was a good chance, but it's these moments that kind of just decide how the game's gonna go. And that kind of just summed it up. Here, very dumb on my part. I'm right here. I should be over here, like taking my space. And it was good that my 6 played it into that space, but now I'm having to chase. It's just not that smart. And then I underhit it, so I didn't set my teammate up for success there. Just kind of terrible all across. Like, I should be playing his foot right here, not just underhit it. Just bad decision making right there. So I'm right here. I'm in the pivot position, waiting for the ball. I play it back fast, my center back, so he can play it forward into the 10. 10 lays it off to me, and then right here I have a decision to make. I could either slot my winger, my fullback here. He made the good run, but out of the corner of my eye, I see the center back. He's about to read it. This guy's close to him, and my coach was just yelling at me on the sideline, circulate, keep possession. So cut it back, and yeah, I wasn't on the, I think they read it, so play it back. And we ended up getting a decent chance out of this. I mean, it wasn't a good shot in the end, but so right here, I had a quick look. I'm right here. So I had a quick look over my shoulder. I see my fullback bombing down the wing. So I was like, okay, I could probably play this first time, but this is where you need to be instinctual. Like, I kind of made my mind up, and you should not do that. You have to be instinctual. So I kind of end up panicking. I end up thinking, all right, I can't play it first time. So I just take a silly first touch forward. I end up losing it, and then I end up winning it back, but it's just a silly touch. It's a panicky touch because I didn't play instinctual. So the ball, the first touch shouldn't be here. It should be this angle. It should be this angle so that I'm shielding this player. And then I can either play it back to circulate or play it into this 10 who's in acres of space. Just a bit clumsy. Definitely, I was feeling it in my feet. Like, my feet were completely burning, but it was my fault. Like, I should not be wearing new cleats here. So our defense here, I'm right here. Our defense looks disjointed, like just all across the board. I should be tucking over here to mark this guy and telling my left center back to come inside so we can mark the middle, but it's just unorganized all around. But this guy doesn't play a good one too. I read it, slide tackle, tried to play it as quick as possible, and I mean, I think it was a decent challenge. Like, it stopped the attack, but here we need to switch lanes as quick as possible because this guy has tons of space, but we let him get out of it. It's not good enough, but here they knock it forward, and this is me right here. I had my hands out behind my back to feel if the striker was going to pressure me. He ended up not pressuring me, so I knew I had time to bring the ball down, and these guys right here weren't pressuring me, so I knew I had time to bring it down. And right here, let me play it back. Right here, midfielders, my fullback, I want to give them time to get out wider, so I just opt to play back, and now we can circulate to the other side, to the other 6, and now he has time and space to go forward. Decent play, I think. And then right here, this is me right here asking for the ball. And this pass right here, you guys will see, not good enough. Not good enough. I'm very picky. I'm very picky with these things, and it's simple things like these. I need to clean it up. I know I was tired. I know my feet were burning, but like here, this pass should be leading him here. Like, I should be leading him with the pass, but instead I passed it right at him. Now he has to wait and then take the touch. It's just little details like that. We ended up getting a decent chance out of it, got into the box, but just little details like that, that's really what matters. And they play it again, and I headed out, and that was my last involvement of the game. That wasn't a good game by any means, but I'm here to analyze the good games and the bad games for you guys. Definitely sad that my last game just kind of ended on a really negative note. I almost didn't want to analyze this, but there's always something to learn from these types of games. See you guys in the next one.